This past March of 2020, the Women of Distinction event by South Peninsula Haven House was unfortunately canceled due to the pandemic. We decided that wasn't fair, especially to those nominated and to the community that regularly attends this in-person event. Therefore, we have worked tirelessly to bring you these short videos to honor these exceptional individuals amongst our community. Please donate to support our mission to empower individuals and families impacted by domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse by advocating for justice and providing safe shelter, crisis intervention, prevention, and victim advocacy.
So I am Kyle Darborne. I am the new prevention coordinator for Haven House, and I get to oversee all of the prevention efforts, including Green Dot and Girls on the Run, and the Resilience Coalition, and everything that fits underneath the prevention umbrella. With Haven House, it's this incredible organization that helps after the violence has occurred, but what was missing was the ability to prevent that violence. Everyone knows about the shelter aspect of Haven House and all of the amazing things that our advocates do over there. Upstream Approaches goes back to a story where there is a man fishing on the side of a river, and he sees a kid going by that had fallen into the river. So he jumps in and grabs that kid and swims to the side, but then as soon as he gets to the side, he looks back and there's another kid in the river, and he's like, oh my gosh, I have to go get that one too. And so they dive back in and go grab that kid, and it seems like every time they get back to the side, there's just more and more folks in the river. So the idea of upstream prevention is if you can walk up that river and see why there's so many kids in the river. What is going on? Is there a broken bridge? Is there, what is missing? With the upstream prevention here at Haven House, we're trying to do that with domestic violence. If we can eliminate domestic violence before it ever begins, then it will be a more thriving community, and when things do happen, we can focus all of our efforts on those individual acts of violence and fully live into those in a way that we're not spread so thin, and etc. So that's how prevention fits into Haven House. So Green Dot is this incredible nationwide program that trains community members to be active bystanders and to have this bystander awareness, where if you ever find yourself witnessing an act of power-based violence, you have the tools and the skills that you need to feel safe in not only ending that violence, but also stopping the violence from occurring in the future. So that can look a whole lot of different ways, because some people might feel a little anxious to be jumping into the middle of something and saying, hey, stop it. But Green Dot has so many different solutions to those situations, and the main goal is to have the entire community trained so that it creates a culture that is just intolerant to violence. We have weekly Green Dot trainings run by our incredible Green Dot rock star, Jessie Felice. Those are currently every Saturday, but they can happen anytime and can be tailored to any organization, whether that's a school, a faith-based organization, a business. Possibilities are endless. So besides Green Dot, one of the other incredible aspects is Girls on the Run, trying to empower them with prevention strategies and just connecting them with tons of resiliency factors and women in the community who are incredibly powerful in and of themselves and can breathe that life into the young girls in our community. There's another one that's getting girls into wrestling and teaching violence prevention through that wrestling. There's some programs that are centered around coaching, and one of them is called Coaching Boys to Men, and it's focusing on training these boys in violence prevention and what violence looks like and being able to end that cycle of violence. If anyone wants to reach out and get to know me, as I'm the new guy here, but also what they can do to help this effort to eliminate violence on the Southern Kenai Peninsula, I would love to talk to anyone and everyone about that, get them connected up with either coaching for Girls on the Run or lots of other volunteer opportunities. And just reach out, and I'd love to talk to you.
Last year, over 500 adults and over 450 students were trained with the Green Dot training. This is a huge success for the prevention program. A huge thanks to Kyle and the rest of the prevention team at Haven House for making this happen and bettering our community.